Oh! You're saying that to... No, after what his dad said to me. Ryan.
Ryan, get back upstairs.
You saved Homelander.
Ryan!
Oh, Butcher, you're gonna have to... Are you gonna sacrifice Ryan just to kill Homelander? Butcher! Oh, the two of you?
Not the kid. I thought you said blood didn't matter. I thought that was the whole fucking point. He's my wife's son. You're weaker than he is.
Your boss fighting your dad in a way. You know the symbolic of it.
Hey, asshole!
Oh my dear.
Now, Maeve, we have bigger fish.
I don't.
I'm afraid of Ryan killing Maeve now. If you're defending Homelander that much, Ryan? No.
Attention, there has been a terrorist threat called into the building. Please leave as quickly as you can. This is not a drill, this is not a test.
Ah! For her it's like a dance now. She's enjoying it. I'm pretty sure that you can't... That you can't win, but at least don't die. Did you just lose an eye? I'm worried like one of you is gonna die. Too many bad stuff are happening right now. Yui, you're gonna take it. Yui, find another solution, please. Use your brain! That's your best power! Yes, trust her, give her strength, give her more power. You know, he's choosing to not be the hero and to help her to be the superhero. I'm your proud of her! Thank you, Yui!
You ain't no hero. You're just another racist piece of shit we can't seem to get rid of. He's from my family.
Huh? What? What? Maeve? Oh no. Maeve, you save all of them. I'm not okay. I know that also for the Republic, the fact that she preferred to save them all than to have her revenge and she intervened.
He would.
That is great, but Maeve died.
Dad,
Ryan?
I want to go. I want to leave.
Ryan.
He's saving you, Butcher. Ryan is saving you.
Please.
Ouch. He's gonna be okay. At least you're saying that she saved you all. And not Homelander, you know, they could have said.
How long ago?
Months. 12, 18 on the outside.
What? 1 year to live?
Soldier boy. Killed a lot of our family members a long time ago. Sometimes it makes me mad when I think about it. Your granddaddy, he spent his entire life fighting to get justice. And now I do too.
Yes, you
Just
do.
want you to know that you should be proud. He was a real hero.
You also, if you're doing the same, you know?
You're my hero, Daddy.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that.
Hello?
I'm still not aware of the fact that
Me.
Maeve died. Black Noir en soi, elle me dit enceinte.
You look like shit.
Fuck you! I just cried for you!
You gonna be okay? Like every other powerless schmuck in America.
Don't
Thanks
have
to
powers
Soldier
anymore.
Boy.
You can have a normal life.
Sure,
Maeve,
I
the
got
one that you
power
wanted.
punch. Ready? Hey, Elena.
Maeve?
Go. You know, somewhere Homelander won't find me. She's from Modesto. She was a reformer of America. Right? Mm-hmm.
You can have the normal life that you wanted. You're not dead. Ow!
First time your prissy ass showed up at the tower, crying in that bathroom.
We remember.
You saved me. You don't need me anymore. I could jump. You could fucking fly. Feel like a walking Hallmark card enough.
Oh, Maeve, I prefer so much that and for you. Bye bye, Maeve. Have a good life. Oh, you know. You know she's alive. Ashley, for once in your life, delete that. You did something against Homelander, Ashley. Proud of you. That's why you're still alive, because he's still alive also.
I don't need it. It's always just been me.
You're gonna be working here.
Butcher isn't gonna like it.
Butcher can suck my shit.
Now you're really
See how?
on the extreme opposite, Frenchie.
Me too.
Ah, why not?
We go live to the Sinner
VP
campaign,
candidate?
where Nicole Watt just announced
She told you to kill him, that was the deal.
as the next vice president, I will work hard to provide a safe and secure future for all citizens.
You have some more?
That bitch is definitely gonna go.
Oh, Homelander's guys, fans. Oh!
You are American. True patriots. Hey, do you want to meet someone? You're special to me?
You're gonna present them! You're gonna present them! Ryan?
This little guy here is my son, Ryan.
You just killed someone in front of everyone just because said that you were fascist. You? I really the average asshole. Ryan. Oh no, Ryan. That face at the end, Ryan? We have to be worried about that. You know, I really thought, and I still think that during that moment when he's choosing to live with Homelander, there is a part of Ryan who is like, I want to follow Homelander, Butcher, you know, the fight that they had, and also the situation, the fact that during an entire year, or maybe more than that, he was forced to hide and he doesn't want to hide anymore, he just wants to be free also and to be with his powerful dad, his dad who loves him. He's sincere with that, Homelander, and who wants something else, something higher for him, like Homelander is offering him to have a dad, to have a family, to be able to use his powers, to be also famous and stuff like that. So for sure, there is a part of Ryan who wants that, but I really think that during that moment, Ryan, he also saw that, you know, Butcher protected him and he wanted also to save Butcher during that moment. I really think so. But right there at the end, for Ryan to react like that, like he was afraid, and at the end he's smiling like he's okay with the situation, like he loves what is happening right there. He loves to have powers, to be able to use his powers, to have people cheering for him, for his dad, for... Oh, that's gonna be rough. But at the same time, you know, he's following the path of all superheroes, all soups who began to work for vote. Like you're not okay with all of what is happening, but as long as you have people cheering for you and you have advantages and stuff like that, it's okay. Ryan is gonna be a little vote soup. I'm so glad that Maeve didn't die. Like really, I cried during that moment because even if her death would have been great, you know, like honorable and symbolic also, the fact that she's choosing to give up on her revenge just to save people, like I still remember that moment, you know, with the plane, which was awful. She couldn't save people and she chose to save herself and not people around. So right there, to have her choosing to kill herself to save people around, it would have been a symbolic thing, you know, and it would have been really honorable and great, you know. But I really love the fact that she's not really dead and she doesn't have powers anymore and people think that she's dead, so she can just go away and live a normal life, and she always wanted that. You know, that conversation that she had with Homelander, the fact that he was afraid of not having power and her, she was just waiting for that. In a way, I really hope that we're not gonna see her again, because it would mean that she's gonna stay alive somewhere and with her girlfriend and just having a normal and good life together. Oh, I'm really glad. Black Noir, I'm so surprised that they killed him right there, because during the two first seasons he didn't have any story for himself, you know, for his character. He was really a secondary character, but A-Train and Deep are secondary characters and are well treated, you know, by the writers. They have stories for themselves, there are also developments for their characters. Noir, he never had that. During this season, finally, he had a story for himself because of that thing with Soldier Boy, the fact that he had to hide. All of that story, we discovered stuff about him, about his past and about his personality. He had also a development, like at first he wanted to hide and at the end he wanted to face Soldier Boy. He could have had another development with the fact that Homelander didn't want to kill Soldier Boy, but Noir maybe still, and you know, we could have created a lot of other stuff around Black Noir, in fact. So I'm disappointed that they are giving up on the character just like that, the writers, but at the same time it feels really logical for Black Noir to come back to vote because he wants to face Soldier Boy, for him to talk with Homelander about the situation, and for Homelander to kill Noir, okay, for the lie, but also for the fact that he doesn't want Noir to attack his dad. Like, everything is logical with that death, and that's why I'm not mad about the fact that they killed Black Noir, but I'm just disappointed because I really saw a lot of potential with this character, with what they created for him during this season, and because of that, what they could have created for him for the next season. So I'm disappointed, but I'm not mad, and again, it feels logical, and at least he had a story and he had a development during this season, and also he's finishing with these little things telling him that they are proud of him, so at least it's great for that. So Homelander, just right there, he killed someone just like that, just because of that guy talking. Like, really, no freedom anymore, you know, freedom speech anymore. It doesn't exist. Like, it's gonna be a dictator. Homelander is gonna create his own dictator now. And the fact that he's controlling vote, he has his little soldiers, you know, with Ashley, Aitken and Deep. He has also the control of, you know, political stuff with that congresswoman that he placed, in fact, as the future vice president, and he just did that, and it's not, nothing is gonna happen, you know, because he did that. Like, we're gonna have a season 4 with really a dictator in place, with Homelander deciding everything that he wants inside of vote, but also outside. Like, he has no limits anymore. At the end, we have that, you know, really presented, like what is gonna happen during the next season. Like, that's it, Starlight, she really quitted vote. Not only that, but she is joining the boys, everyone is accepting her. And that's it, they have also their future mission in mind, the fact that they're gonna go against Newman. It's the presentation, you know, almost a synopsis of the next season. I really loved this episode for the characters, you know, their developments. We really concluded all of the things that happened for them during this season, with Yui, who is not taking the temporary V, who is choosing to believe into Starlight and to let her be the superhero and to give her more strength to be even better. Like, the fact that he's proud of her also during that moment, like, he's not jealous anymore and he's okay with the situation, and he's not considering that he's weak because he's helping her no matter what. So it was great for that, for his development. For Annie also, the fact that she's quitting vote, and the fact that she knows that she can be a soup without vote and all. For the fact that she's talking with his daughter about who he is and what is happening inside of him, the fact that he can get mad sometimes, like he's being truly himself, and with his daughter, and his daughter understand that. For Frenchie to face Butcher, like, maybe it was too much at the end, like, you really went from one extreme to the other. Like, right now you're insulting him each time in each sentence. And with Kimiko, who is not the one who is helped, but she is the one who is helping Frenchie, and she's proud of him. Everyone, you know, had his little thing like that, and for sure Butcher, it began with the fact that he saved Dewey in a Butcher way. He saved Dewey, and after that he wanted to save Ryan. Did he hesitate, you know, at any point when Homelander was like that on Ryan? Like, Soldier Boy wanted to kill Homelander and could have killed him during that moment, but Butcher intervened because he would have killed also Ryan. You know, that moment with Butcher looking at Maeve like that, like, was he really considering it during that moment? I'm not sure. I don't think so. But really, Homelander and Butcher together, like, pushing away Soldier Boy during that moment. I'm glad that Maeve, she had her fight against Homelander. Even if she was losing that fight, she had it. I mean, she was losing it for me because she lost an eye. And okay, at the end, like, she chose to intervene for Soldier Boy and not to continue her fight with Homelander, but I couldn't see her winning that fight. But I'm glad that she had it, you know. And Soldier Boy against Butcher, I'm sorry Butcher, but you lost that fight even with your power, and it's in fact all of the other ones together who were winning, you know, during that moment. Like it was Starlight who really won that fight, and the other ones who intervened to put the mask on him. Okay, it didn't work and all of that, but they succeeded more than Butcher all alone by himself. All of them together as a group, they were succeeding more than just Butcher all alone by himself, even with powers. That's important and that's symbolic also. Ashley, the fact that she's protecting Maeve by deleting that file, that's so great. I mean for Maeve, but also for Ashley, like she finally did someone, a little thing against Homelander to protect someone, like that's something, you know, for Ashley, for her character, that's really something big. A-Train, I mean, Deep, I'm sure that he's gonna follow blindly Homelander's orders, like he did it right there with killing that guy, but also we had that moment with him, you know, looking at that interview of his fiancée or his ex-wife, I can't remember, saying the truth about him. So he's really gonna be all by himself, without any ally, without any friends, without any possibility, you know, into his life to do something else. So I think that he's gonna continue to follow blindly Homelander, and the fact that we had that painting, you know, of these two at the back, you know, of that scene, it was to say that Deep is gonna be Homelander soldier. But for A-Train, I don't know. Right there he was with Homelander and he has reasons really to stay there, for them to not say the truth about all of what himself he did, the fact that his brother pushed him away. He has really reasons to stay involved, but at the same time his face during that moment and his development during this season, the fact that he wanted to be a better man, he wanted to do things better. I'm like that. For A-Train for the next season, I think that he's gonna continue, he's gonna stay involved and he's gonna do stuff for Homelander, but it's not like Deep who is never gonna switch. A-Train, there are still some possibilities, you know, for him to switch at some point. We'll see. And yes, Butcher. 1 year to live, Butcher? Are we sure of that? Is it really like... Or if he's really taking the compound V, maybe he can stay alive. 1 year. 1 year to decide if you're gonna be a soup forever or not. Maybe it's more something like that at the end. But yes, Butcher decided to save Ryan. After that, to go against Soldier Boy. It was cool. For Homelander, these conversations with his dad, like, he really wanted to have this family with Soldier Boy and Ryan. And for Soldier Boy to call him weak, just because, you know, he had Homelander saying that to him and with some tears. The fact that Soldier Boy, he did what his dad did to him. Really, during all of this episode, it was all about dad and their kids, you know, mostly dad and son, but with the fact that we had also that moment with MM and his daughter, for me it was really about dad, the representation that you have about your dad, all of that, you know, with Homelander and Soldier Boy, but also Soldier Boy and Homelander, Soldier Boy and his own dad, Homelander and Ryan, Ryan and Homelander, Ryan and Butcher, Butcher and Ryan, Butcher and his own dad, because when he faced Soldier Boy, Butcher, a part, you know, was about also fighting his own dad. Yui, who talked about his dad, MM with his daughter, like a lot of things about it during this episode. And yes, for Soldier Boy to say that to Homelander, that, you know, you're weak, it meant a lot for Soldier Boy to say that because of what he lived with his own dad. It said a lot for Homelander to have his dad saying that to him, that was something. Homelander, you had mommy issues, now you just had your dad saying that to you. But you have your son that you truly love. I really think that he truly loves Ryan and he truly wants the best for Ryan, but the best according to himself, you know, according to his principles and all. That's why I said, you know, during that first scene between these two that he was sincere. For sure there is a part of manipulation into that, into promising all of that to a young kid, but there is also a part of, yes, honesty. I really think that he's not blaming Ryan, you know, for the death of Becca, and that he really thinks that people like them, you know, accidents, they happen, stuff like that. All of what he said, I think that he was sincere. I cried during this final episode for Maeve's death, and after that for the fact that she was still alive. I didn't cry for Noir, but I said it. I'm disappointed by his death. Okay. That was a season that was a season mostly for the characters. I really feel it like that, like we explored a lot of things with the characters, their dark sides, all of them, maybe except for Starlight, but for all of them we explored their dark side, their limits, and it was more about the characters than really a situation, an action. Like the main storyline of this season, you can say that it was about Soldier Boy, but I think that it was less interesting and less important, in fact, than the developments of the characters. When for the last season, for example, all of the story around Stormfront was more interesting and more important than the characters and their developments. It's cool also to have a season like that. Really cool. Okay. Tell me, what did you think about this episode and this season? And if you're not staying with me for other shows that I'm watching, like I'm reacting to plenty of shows, I made a playlist for each of them. If you can be interested by that, go check my channel. Maybe if you want to stay with me for other shows. And if not, I'm gonna see you for the next season now. I don't know when we're gonna have it, but I can already imagine what we're gonna have into it, and that's gonna be interesting, for sure. A lot of things can happen during this next season, and they promised us a lot of things to happen with what happened at the end of this episode. Okay, it's all for me and for you for today and for the boys for this season. So it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.